He's a genius or a madman, a visionary or a reckless billionaire playing with rockets, cars, and chaos. His name is Elon Musk. And whether you love him or loathe him, one thing is certain: he refuses to slow down. Today, we're breaking down the rise, the rebellion, and the relentless drive of the man who's trying to take humanity to Mars and maybe even beyond. The immigrant with a laptop. Elon Reeve Musk was born in 1971, Pretoria, South Africa. A quiet, awkward kid, addicted to books, computers, and sci-fi dreams. At 17, he left home, South Africa to Canada, and eventually the United States. No family wealth, no safety net, just one obsession: build things that change the world. He studied physics, economics, but Stanford, he dropped out after just 2 days because Elon didn't want to research the future, he wanted to build it. His first millions. In the 90s, Musk co-founded Zip2, an online city guide. It sold for $307 million. That was his first exit. Then came X.com, an online bank people said would never work. It merged with a company called Confinity and eventually became something called PayPal. In 2002, PayPal sold to eBay for $1.5 billion. Musk walked away with $180 million. Most people, they would have retired, bought an island, called it a life. Elon, he went all in again, betting everything on the impossible. In 2002, he founded SpaceX. The goal, not to launch satellites, not to make money, to colonize Mars. At the time, that sounded insane. Space was for governments, not startups. But Elon, he was building rockets in the desert, sleeping in the factory, and failing hard. 3 rockets in a row exploded. The 4th launch, their last chance. They were almost out of money. And then, boom, it worked. SpaceX became the first private company to launch a liquid-fueled rocket into orbit. Months later, NASA handed them a $1.6 billion contract. Game changed. Tesla and the war on oil. While SpaceX was fighting gravity, Musk took on a second impossible mission: cars, electric cars, Tesla. It was a joke in the auto industry. Electric? Too slow, too expensive, too weird. But Musk pushed. He poured in his own money. He obsessed over battery tech, software, even the door handles. 2008, both Tesla and SpaceX were on the edge of collapse. Elon called it the worst year of my life. But just like SpaceX, Tesla got one final shot, a $50 million investment from Daimler. It survived. Today, Tesla is worth over $800 billion, the most valuable car company on the planet. The obsession. Elon doesn't run companies, he lives inside them. He sleeps at the factory. He answers customer complaints on Twitter at 3 a.m. He fires people on the spot. Some call it brilliance, others toxicity. But there's no denying this. Elon Musk is obsessed. He built Neuralink to merge brains and AI. The Boring Company to dig tunnels under cities. Starlink to beam internet from space. And now, X, the company formerly known as Twitter. All connected, all part of one idea: build the digital infrastructure of the future and launch humanity off this planet. The controversy. But genius comes with chaos. Musk has made enemies, laid off thousands, clashed with regulators, tweeted memes that cost billions. The Twitter takeover in 2022. It was a whirlwind of firings, bans, free speech debates, and rebrands. Critics call him erratic, ego-driven, unhinged. Supporters. They say he's the only one bold enough to fight the status quo. The truth, he's not perfect, he's not polished, but he never stops. The legacy. So what will Elon Musk's legacy be? The man who saved Earth or left it behind, The guy who broke Twitter or reinvented it? The visionary who built rockets, cars, chips, satellites, or just someone who tried too hard to do it all? Only time will tell. But here's what we do know. He didn't build just companies, he built movements. He didn't just imagine the future, he tried to drag it into the present, kicking, screaming, breaking along the way. And whether you agree with him or not, Elon Musk changed the game because he refused to slow down.